on. Everyone, let's get rid of these loots, but we have another match on. Just on the same time as Spooky versus Yuka. So if you'll hear my mistake, you're going to watch that one. But this is going to be a as interesting race with Zerdaverse, otherwise known as Wibbit, who has been a sort of a pretty good competitor in previous Necrodancers and then previous Condors. I think has won a Conduit. I could be mistaken. They're playing Yaramy, who yeah, in fact, let me get the records up so I can be a bit more specific. So, Yaramy both actually got positive records. So, Yaramy's on 8-7 record. Best win 948, average 1049. Meanwhile, Zerdaverse has a 10-8 record. Best win 833, average 1253. So quite interesting stats. Yaramy seems to be very consistent. That best and average pretty close to one another. Zerdaverse, meanwhile, that best win is somewhat faster than their average. So could be quite an interesting race. I don't know why Winnebit's screen is so zoomed in. I don't think it'll be a problem, but it's slightly weird. It's almost like UI size is just a bit larger, but it really matters. It's very fresh in case it's something to do with me, but I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, well, maybe it's the opposite. Well, maybe it's both. Maybe, Yaramy's is very small, Zerdaverse is very big, but yeah, that's maybe it's a resolution of playing out or something. But anyway, it's not an issue. It's a slight technical issue with internet. This could be a short-lived stream here. I need to do one on my end. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I just do one small thing once. Yeah, why Yaramy streamers. I turned off. I'm not seeing Yaramy's window. Out. I'm just going to get the screen back up just to make sure. Let me just put you on waiting. Okay, let me just try it again. Okay, that was weird. Okay. Okay, so one bit Zerdaverse has readied. Just gonna wait on Yaramy's end. Looks like Yaramy is online. No, sorry, Yaramy, that was me just briefly. I don't know why your side wasn't showing me, it was my end. Good luck to both races. We are about to get going, and of course, I have to start the timer. There we go. Whip. Zerdaverse loves whip, so could be tempted. think they like whip, but like good whip, not base whip. But Gary's gonna take it, so a little bit of interest over this idea. I wouldn't recommend it personally, but each their own. Base dagger, I think, just give you a little bit more agility, really. Move around the stage, not get too snagged. It's cracked walls, so this could be bloodshot, could be glass, could be lots of things, but most likely bloodshot. Using the bounce pad there nicely to, well, that's a lovely bloodshot. That is going to be worth the time to do. I'm going to take the glass torch for an extra half heart of health. Secret bloodshot within the bloodshot. Going to be worth getting that extra gold for the torch of walls. Both players go do exactly the same thing. Maybe you've got to be a little bit careful. They are not on a ton of health. Zerdaverse actually opting to take the trap out. We'll use that multiplier, and this bat's being a bit awkward. They could use their bombs, but have just gone with a conventional cat kill. I wonder if Zerdaverse saw the cracked walls there for the. It's not a bad shot, but it's not great. The issue being you don't really want to give that torch of walls or torch of strength. So yeah, probably not worth the time investment in the end. Yeah, the cursed heart's nice. Will be a little bit of more security and turn it into a full one. Maybe that heart, a little bit of health makes a difference. But it is Zerdaverse will lead. Going to change to a Ring of Frost here. I need to work out which check I do prefer being cool. Zerdaverse will win it. So we'll find any proof of that. He's realizing it's. He's going to call himself. I'll go by Zerdaverse just for those who might not be as familiar with the scene. Any more casual people who are not right in Discord. Ooh, one of you. if that, but it's in the meantime. Slight diversion in the ring selection. Seemingly, Yaramy found a Ring of Peace versus that Ring of Frost. I think I definitely prefer that Peace pickup. But I think it did take a bit of time to find, so can be about floor's difference here. Let's see what this transmog room offers. Blood shovel could be useful for digging up the stage later. Otherwise, both players have nice builds, and these are just missing that regen piece, really. But otherwise, definitely in the realm of pushable. Didn't flawless Fortismal there, unfortunately, on Zerdaverse's end. So that is the food shop. Now, what strategy I use here? I think a pulse. Nicely done. Yeah, take the heart, take the cheese, eat that, and then of course you can save that glutton for later. I don't think Yaramy is going to bother. I'm a little surprised by that swap for the torch of strength. Torch of walls would have been. Yeah, I know I suppose you are getting that base damage raise. Maybe they're just thinking they can map off. Zerdaverse for this short period. I mean, and they can, to be fair, where Zone 4, Zone 5, you probably do lose some of that effectiveness of having the mapping. They're going to go and kill. Well, don't know if they're going to kill the bloodshot. Unfortunately, they're meant to play up. Okay, maybe we're back. Okay, it's definitely a bit patchy. Yeah, I don't think they did in the end. I don't see any proof of the Glut and Charm, so I think they just took the health and shopped it normally. But this Zerdaverse managed to just push on here. They've got a good sort of half zone lead here. It might even be, I would say a half zone lead actually, with where Yaramy just got to. Transmutation tomes, not of interest. Want to keep that blood drum. Let's see how zone 4 goes. No protection at the feet, so this could be a bit awkward if they get goo at the right point, but or the wrong point, I should say. But as you handle that ring, that frost ring is doing a quite nice job of just freezing some of the sort of swarms and find better options. Yeah, he's just dropping again. And I think fortunately, when the opponent's ahead, not such a concern for the opponent trying to use your stream. Let's see when I can wrap this up though. This is it's not slow at all, I have to say. This is could be a 8.5 minutes, maybe 9-minute run if they can keep this pace up. I mean, they do have the build for it at this point, so they don't really need to be too cautious. So anything that's really missing is that regen. But so I'm not taking a hit in a while, so that might not even be a problem. I have to use that blood shovel there to take a small amount of damage, but no problem. And his connection seems a bit more stable again, so it's about a half zone difference, sort of staying consistent. It's Coral Rift, that was nicely handled. I guess they just push on here, yeah. No reason, don't really have time now to go shopping. Don't have a great, again, other than that regen piece, but so unlikely to draw it. No shopkeeper, so no help there. It's a bit awkward. The wizard, the mage, just giving them plenty of attention. So took a good half health damage there. Yaramy's in a bit of trouble. The health is low. They've also gone glass. This is I just saw that. It must have found a glass shrine and decided it was worth a risk. I'm not sure I agree, but if they win this, then I will concede they made the right choice. I was just thinking they need some diversions to catch up here, but I think that gap is almost too large now. I think it should be try and just put enough pressure on for a bit to feel pressure, but otherwise, unfortunately, just dying there. Did feel a bit all or nothing, and just a bit too much of a gap. Nice use of the dash twice there, so dashing on the stairs to get another dash out of their spell. Nicely handling that skeleton mage there. That was going to be a problem for the end of that strat, but good. Not sure why they. I think to swap the weapons around, which is interesting. I think to swap both Cadence and Dad round. I would quite like to give Dad that cat myself, but to be fair, longsword is probably slightly safer. You just don't inadvertently put Dad in quite so many positions. But freeze out. Rider being a bit annoying, but no problem. You've got the health for it. Trying to lure neck dancer, nicely done. And again, very nicely handled. Just one more hit. Diabats, but no problem. That is going to be game 1 for Zerdaverse. My time is stopping a tad early, but 9:42.71, very good. Yaramy just couldn't make that run back, unfortunately. Yeah, saying they missed the luck charm, which does make some sense. Definitely struggling with perhaps dealing with those bats. And probably also limiting their regen options, so struggling to yeah, well, we also say, yeah, basically got hit twice by bats while in glass, so yeah, that really explains where that early glass damage came from. But we're already running up, no rest here, and we're going. That's my timer. There you go. So let's make it 4 times, so we've got the timer on. Yaramy stream. I might just drifted a little bit. I might just refresh here. It might just be my end. Okay, yeah, I have caught up a bit more. So again, a slight divergence here with the choice of weapon early on. Gold Whip's the better than Base Whip that Yaramy ran last time. So could be useful where they just find a crate or barrel or something. That barrel though considerably easier to open with a bomb trap next to it. Got a nice early blood shovel. Not necessarily as urgently needed with having the blood drum, but could be good. Ring of Shadows there, which might have interested someone. They might have thought it was worth a risk, but obviously no mapping, so you'd be probably relying on your opponent to guide you. Which does probably take a little too much RAM in that way. And purple chest open wasn't the reward that they were hoping on Zerdaverse then. That Obsidian Rapier is going to be the weapon to take. That was a bit of a shame actually. That battle room is full of nice options, but you can obviously only take one. Oh, Yaramy, they got caught on the way out. I'd love to see what happened. I wonder if they just pressed the wrong direction and damaged themselves with that blood shovel. Because I don't think they had more than half a heart of health. So a bit unfortunate, but plenty of time to make the difference. You can almost just pay attention to Zerdaverse then, just see if there's something. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what happened. I think they must have just hit their shovel on one of those pieces and unfortunately died. Nice swap to the Ring of Pain. That should make that rapier quite nice to just dive into crowns with. You know, you've got to be careful, obviously, not to take too much chip damage, but you definitely have to thin out those crowds nice and quickly, especially when lunging. But it is Deep Blues. Gonna be the first boss. Can they just do the up middle strat? It looks like it. So it's perfect. Love the up middle when the chess pieces run well. These days, I can just about tell what strats will be needed. Well, I can tell you if the up middle strats go. I can't tell you the alternatives if it doesn't. I'm sure there's methods out versions. That is not the luckiest luck shrine. You're going to take the fake armor, but definitely be a bit disappointed. Berserk spell's a nice pick up there, though. No, not going to take Baby Ring. Sure? Yeah, absolutely should not take Baby Ring. Yaramy's trying to make this push back. I'm a little surprised to see them not go into the shop here, so they're going to miss out on that Ring of Pain. You need to give the loot to Zerdaverse. Berserk, nicely handled. They are going to push on into 2-3. But like, yeah, they are doing okay health-wise. Sure, they would like just something on top of that, but that compass and the boots are going to be useful. Can't afford that spell. They could if they want. Okay, maybe they can. Maybe they're going to take gold here and just pick that up. Yeah. So yeah, so Yaramy seems to be preferring the um, piercing. Um, it's a very good ring. I'm not sure I prefer the pain just because you get some of that almost piercing effect on enemies around you. Depends on what direction they're facing, of course, but using a speed up and speed down trap, so just one of those weird ones where you might get a beat change all of a sudden and then not die off very suddenly. So just have to be aware of it, but handle fine. Zerdaverse, meanwhile, on to 3-1. They are slightly struggling with their health situation here. Those boots are coming in so handy though. We're going to blow up here and get the Crown of Thorns. Just got to be really careful not to take damage. I won't be surprised if we just try and take on easy enemies just to try and get that health. Okay, that food shop is going to be a big help. Using the fireball there rather than a bomb, so they can handle that. No problem. Yeah, so maybe their only option. They couldn't use any blood magic, so nicely handled. But Yaramy's making the push. I do hope they've seen this. Well, I don't know if they're going to do the same here. No, they're not going to do the same thing here. Take the crown. Why? They seem to press the wrong way. I don't know if they're caught in two minds about what to take that Crown of Thorns from the shrine, or if it's almost just a unintended input, because they're one step away from the staircase, and then they could just tank the hit. The hit wouldn't register, so they're unfortunately back to the start. It's winners Zerdaverse who has the advantage here. They have a backpack, so they can take the extra item and water the freeze tone. Let's go use the nice use of the monkey there to protect from the bomb. Would like some better armor. I think is probably the main request now. They've got the regen. I think Yaramy dying to that Minotaur. Definitely, fortunately, a bit late to die now. You just have to probably hope your opponent does die in some foolish way. Definitely still enough of this level for something foolish. Enough of this run for something foolish to happen. Let's spoil the result. Spooty versus Yuka has finished. Sure, that was a very good match. Class minus you. Yes, that's been interesting. Ooh, no. Okay, hey, ooh, nice dodge of the wall pig. That was a well-timed teleport. Are they going to kill the shopkeeper for that? They are. Want that shovel shrimp. It's a nice build, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately for Yaramy, I can't really see where this goes wrong. Yeah, I only very recently got this armor, so unfortunately the writing's a little bit on the wall, but we'll see where Dringer goes, I suppose. Nice bomb charm, making the next chance to fight. bit easier. And obviously some safety there too. They got 6 bombs, so enough to use. Yeah, it has been. The first race was pretty competitive. Yaramy just dying quite late, but when they just hadn't had enough of a margin to take the win. The second one, yeah, has been a bit more. It's just been a little bit more, a little less safety. So yeah, like didn't really find some good armor until zone 4. So yeah, Yaramy did just die. So we'll try to push and catch up a bit. They were just slightly slower in the early stages. Probably didn't really get the rewards of that slower time. I think they was trying to spend more time shopping, etc. Didn't necessarily get the best return on investment, let's say. But yeah, so has been pretty smooth sailing for a little bit. Nice use of the trapdoor there to avoid fighting in the boss room. So they're just going for this. Dragon tagged them, but with that armor, not really a problem. A bit surrounded, but handling it all right. On to Dringer. Nice freeze. Nice using the blood drum there. Say it's half a heart with a berserk, I suppose, but wasn't needed. Yaramy just unfortunately dying again. Definitely trying the hardest to push. Why is there a blood heart on the floor? They must not have seen the chest that it partway through. Yeah, yes, I did see. I did wonder about that spirit that nearly cursed them, but wasn't an issue. So next answer here, nicely handled, but Red Dragon's not nice thing to me. Dad got a bit torched there, but no problem. I think he actually had an invulnerability frame after getting hit from something else the frame before. But GG's. Looks like we're playing Hatsune Miku on Yaramy's side. I think I pronounced that right. That's game 2 to Zerdaverse. Zerdaverse. That's it. Yeah. It's game 3 to come. We're also complaining how mean. Yeah, Zerdaverse, exactly. I've been calling him Zerdaverse just in case casuals are watching, but of course also goes by one of it. Just for a brief one down. I'm going to refresh again. I just noticed the last match. So time we had over the last match with Yaramy slightly dropping in and out. The stream delay did just slightly grow, so just get reset there. Time is still going. Whoops. But we should be going for race 3 shortly. Oh. We are just running into slight technical issues. I think Yaramy's internet's going to get affected by the rain, so it could be postponed. How would I? There's a spectator restream thing that I might need to do. I just don't know how. Yaramy is back, yeah, but they are insinuating it's basically insinuating that them racing is the way rain is summoned. So I think they're implying that maybe there's no network is going to be a bit tricky. So I don't know if I need to do something here or if someone else is going to... Yeah, well, there's no way of handling it. Or if it's even sort of core friendly, but if someone wants to do it, then I'm happy to do what's needed. But I'll just wait in the meantime. Yeah, the way the stream does seem okay, so I don't know if it's a concern or not, but let's see. So I'm going to somehow get somehow get Ira to stream in. I wonder if I can do that with the casual. I'm going to try actually. Just pausing for technical difficulties then. As I say, try and work out if they can use this private lobby using multiplayer those things. Just gonna try, yeah, just try and sort this. I think they need to put crossplay on, but yeah. The stream's gone now even. Just didn't touch anything. Need to reset their lobby. Okay, nice. Messages on tab, that's what it is. Okay, should be live. My first server should be live again. Okay, so looks like they got in. I'm going to see what happens if I change my scene. I just want to I can do this by changing the cadging. Okay, that seems to have worked. So back to here. Okay, I think this will work out. Let's hope the stream is reliable. Will be just a tiny bit more latency for to account for, but shouldn't be too bad. Because arguably, if the person's upstream speed is actually better, probably might be less latency in terms of stream delay anyway. But we'll see. But good, the show can go on. Get my timer ready. Game 3 then. Wow, that's silky smooth 60 FPS on that retractor side. I do keep getting to up the frame rate in my hand. I'm sure I could do it. But anyway, yeah, lovely pickup to begin with. This obsidian rapier, so this could be. That's the early ingredients of a fast run, but we'll see what else they can find to aid that. Some early ham, you don't mind some early food to get you out of a bind. Green dragon, just one shot into 1-2. Didn't see any sign of a bloodshot. Can take that way, but we'd have to take the damage from the spike trap. Now, do you want jaw? I think Zerdaverse doing their best to step around that. A wide berth. But Yaramy did just jump into the trapdoor and is ahead. I think turning out to be the correct decision. Just there's no reward bloodshot, it seems, for Zerdaverse. Zerdaverse not really milking that leprechaun either. They just took the charm. Nice flawless on Yaramy's end. Choice of the ham and then the shield turn to get keep the ham. Not the best reward for that purple chest. I wonder if that's going to pivot Zerdaverse to another chest when they get there. Okay, nice use of the spirit to get some damage. And I've actually maxed it out. And we'll take the courage ring. So this is now a fast build. Just got to deal with this dragon. Slightly awkward. Taking the monkey paw, so no teleports for you later. Nicely handled. I'll be a bit careful with that spirit. I think they would put the courage fine on the spike traps. I probably wouldn't have hurt. Yes, I did see the. I saw the first one before we jumped on. That wasn't. Yeah, that was a. Definitely an eventful match, but nice use of the ham actually on them. Zerdaverse's end as well to heal up. Yeah, I mean, just pushing on boys nicely. They found a quite nice little set of items here. Throughout the shrine. Taking risk, yeah, that's an interesting pickup. Arguably got quite well rewarded with the last helm, and obviously that Swellney could be useful to get a potion if they can get themselves in that position. No, that is true too. There's plenty of risk. Yeah, you do obviously have quite a lot of health though, so maybe they're just judging it. Especially if they can get a potion out of this scroll, maybe they're fine with it. But it's definitely risky, and Zerdaverse has got this heavy plate, so they're going to be in a good position with armor-wise. Definitely has been the theme of this set, is Yaramy pushing ahead, then Zerdaverse normally sort of shutting the gap later. There is a urn. Don't know if they have a great way. I wonder if they can do with gigantism. I'm just gonna try and spy trap and dash, and just need some other way. They could just bomb it here. Okay, I think I get a 2-for-1 using the. Yeah, okay, they want to get out of here immediately afterwards. So, titanium versus obs. Maybe not the best reward for that time. Got the spell as well, so not terrible, but well, works for 1 point damage dash. But yeah, I wasn't quite sure myself. Yeah, do eat your ham with it. It's food. Yeah, we're pushing on nicely. No gore, and that piercing ring can be useful for some of this, but would like it to resolve their armor situation at some point in the near future. No food reward there, just got some money in that barrel, but on to the boss. It is Fortissimo. Nicely done. That really not being too attractive compared to courage. Leaving it behind. One of it is, sorry, Zerdaverse is just trying to wrap up this 3-3. They get a little tagged. Gotta be a bit careful. They've got no regen and no potion or anything, so a slight danger zone, but has managed that. We do know that purple chest didn't have anything. They could have gone into red chest hoping to find just some health, but judging it not worth the time. How well Yaramy's pushing might be very cool because we've got to start making up some ground. Bit of an awkward exit room for Zerdaverse, but Yaramy meanwhile just have to deal with another awkward exit room too. Yeah, I would like some footwear here just to really protect Yaramy. They are slowly making their way through. Oh, oh no! The Ooze Goblin getting Zerdaverse there, unfortunately. Yeah, we did see how little health it had and could not afford that mistake. Yeah, I think they to be fair, that health limit, yeah, they have lost their potion though, so they have lost that margin that they had. So would like to find a regen solution somewhere. Oh, sorry, no, they never had a potion, did they? They have to get damaged enough to get it. So that scroll of need is sitting there still, ready to be popped if they can get themselves in the right scenario. Gonna swap out that piercing ring for peace. I do like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit tricky to line up that needs to a perfect half heart though. So definitely not a given that they get the chance to ever use it. But, I wonder if at a certain point they'll concede. Oh, there's that. Yeah, I think you've got to go and get that spawned. Especially, you know, if your opponent was chasing you at this point, I totally would agree with keeping it. But you've got the lead, and safe lead at that. I think the performance has to do the lift up. But perhaps I just want to win this in style. God, I would love to find some more health somewhere. I haven't really been looking for it. Let's see if Yaramy can land this though. I'd be quite tempted to try and find a. No, I mean, it's smart players. You don't want to get Deadbringer off the rail, so I was going to say I'd be quite tempted to see if you could find something just to damage you this 2 points of 2 heart levels here, but no need. They did manage to flawless Deadbringer. As long as they're sensible here, they'll be fine. But that's been said, and plenty of Necrodancer race. Yeah, no, it did seem very good at it. Absolutely working out the correct strat. So Glass Armor's gone, so Yaramy's lost some safety. Can tank those Necrodancer blasts of course. I'm a bit nervous too, Irish. Definitely agree, but only one more hit. Just be careful of the skeleton. They can be a bit hard to see when they skewer behind the dragon, but nicely handled. It was a really good Necrodancer fight. I don't think anyone even took a hit, so turns out we had nothing to worry about. That is time, and that is a convincing win. And actually, I'm wrapping up just in time where I think we got another race on Tufts stream. Oh, have we? Go to the Encore. No, maybe Encore. Yeah. I'm going to raid that then. So literally going to dive off pretty quickly, so you don't miss the start. But obviously, feel free to navigate yourself. That's probably my last stream today as well. So have a good rest of your day, everyone. That was third race, yes. Sorry, I should have given Laramie the loot, but there you have it. No worries, good fun. One a bit. I'm literally just about to raid over to Tough, so enjoy that because we do have no race on. So thanks everyone. See you later.